I want to point to a huge red flag that I have noticed in the dating realm. I've been playing in the realm of some dating apps recently and connecting with some really lovely people. And how someone speaks about their ex is incredibly valuable information as to the destined future of your relationship. I've heard people describe their exes as narcissists. I've heard people describe their exes as manipulative. People who have been betrayed. Now, for those of you who know me, betrayal is part of my own relationship history. And I don't speak negatively about my ex because within the realm of relationship, it's important to acknowledge that it takes two to tango, right? And I really believe that there is nothing that happens by accident. So what do I mean by that? Because we want to be sure to take ourselves out of the realm of blame. Really, really important. So I'm not saying that it was my fault that I got cheated on. That's absolutely not what I'm saying at all. And that experience for me was a blessing. Life does not give you what you ask for, it gives you what you need. In the sense of, I wouldn't be sitting here in front of you today. I wouldn't be sharing yoga, I wouldn't be coaching, I wouldn't be designing group programs to help transform people from stressed and worried and overwhelmed to certain and confident and with an inner peace and harmony that is unshakable. I wouldn't be doing any of that had my husband not had an affair. I wouldn't be here today. I'm so grateful for that experience. I cannot even tell you. And it's really interesting to me that, I'll share this story sometimes when I'm speaking with people. And quite often it's met with a sympathy or I'm sorry that happens to you. And I'm not, because it happened for me. And that's a frame that I really feel very certain in. And there's a lot of peace available within that. Now, back to the way that we speak about our ex. So I want to look at my role within that experience, right? Now, it's my belief that things that happen on the outside are reflections of what beliefs we have about ourselves, the way that we're treating ourselves, the internal first, and then reflected in the external. I was betraying myself in ways that I didn't even realize at that time. I wasn't even conscious of. I was so used to hiding parts of myself, to compromising myself, to rejecting myself in so many ways at that time, that it took that event happening for me to then bring the focus into myself and to start to heal those parts of myself, resolve those parts of myself, take responsibility for my own emotional well-being, and to create a connection with myself that has really created such a high level of certainty and fulfillment in me, within me, without needing validation or approval from anything outside of me. And my ex is absolutely a wonderful father. He's a very wonderful, generous and kind man. And yes, there are challenges that can unfold even to this day in that relationship. And when that happens, I get to resolve the emotions that I have within that, come into a place of peace and power, and then speak to, because I have boundaries, and I have, for a long time, when I first learned about personal responsibility, I would kind of really take it into that spiritual realm of like, well, I'm just going to resolve it internally, and then I don't need to do anything outside. And that didn't work in my experience. It also doesn't work to speak from your pain. So when I'm in that heightened experience, when I'm in that dysregulated, stressed out, whatever the emotion is, if I'm speaking from that, that's not helpful. We've gone on a journey. I'm starting talking about how someone's talking about their ex, and now we're talking about communication, and it's all under the one bracket, isn't it? Because when we can resolve it internally, when we can see that even these really painful experiences, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Yes, it was a blessing, and it brought me to my knees. It broke me. And in that breaking, in that willingness to be with the pain, I was ready to receive information, wisdom, and to really take it in. And it started me on a path that I continue to deepen and refine every single day. When I hear someone speak about their ex negatively with a ton of emotion attached to it, then my feeling is that that is not a person that I want to get into relationship with, because I'm going to end up in that role for them. So if they are unappreciated in their relationship, in their last relationship, if they are not valued, if they what else do people say, abused, like all of these things. Now there's different ways of speaking about this stuff, but everything, can you turn everything in your past into a blessing? Can you bless every person that has brought you to the here and now in appreciation, not in a condonance of actions and behaviors, but in a way that you get to alchemize it, in a way that you get to be with it in such a way that it becomes a source of power for you, that you're not a victim to anything that has happened in your life. Can you appreciate everything and be with the pain until it's resolved? And that happens internally. Absolutely, it does. So however someone is speaking about their ex, if there is emotion attached to it and there is still pain in it, then I would see that personally as a red flag. And if you are still feeling in pain and unable to feel and experience the blessings in your life, the painful moments as blessings, then you know that you have some work to do. If you want to, and you don't have to, but whatever the unresolved pain from the past that we have, we're gonna bring it in to our next relationship. So it's my invitation to you to bless every moment that has brought you here, to lean into the discomfort and the pain, to experience it, to welcome it, and to move forward clear from the past, certain with what you are inviting in for your next relationship. Sending you so much love, and speak soon.